Hi everybody, welcome to today's pick a card. We are going to be looking at what unconscious beliefs, fears, thoughts, conditioning is holding you back from your manifestation, blocking your manifestation, or holding you back from your full potential here. Okay, and before we get started, I just want to mention I do have bookings open for personal readings. That will be linked in the description box below. So if you are interested, I have two options. You can do a full in detail reading, or if you just want an answer, you want some guidance, some quick guidance, there is another option there for that. So just wanted to mention that before we begin, and I will now give you some time to relax, meditate, and allow whatever pulls you in to guide you. Okay. Hi, Pile One. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this small obsidian and the Liberator card, it says light attributes, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns, and shadow attributes, imposing your own tyranny over those you claim to liberate, ignoring legitimate constraints. Okay, that doesn't mean that's particularly your shadow. It's just that's what's going to help us lead us to where we're going. But it is related. Okay, so we will look at your other oracle cards. So you have the abysmal: danger, insecurity, overwhelm, unpredictability, hazardous conditions, dark emotions, facing fear, courage. Okay, your next card is you have Mars in Virgo with criticism. Okay. Your tarot cards, you have the Tower with Thunderbolt. You have the Sun with Innocence. You have the Five of Cups. You have the Seven of Air, which is the Seven of Swords. You have the Four of Cups into the Five of Cups. This is the in-between tarot. And you have the Two of Swords going into the Three of Swords. You have the Devil. And you have the Six of Swords. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take a deeper look at your cards and I'll come right back to you. Okay, pile one. So what I'm seeing here for you guys is that you may, so with criticism here, I think that you are very hard on yourself, and therefore you may be hard on those around you, especially when things get a little stuck or stagnant, and maybe you're bored, or it's like maybe there's not a lot going on, there's not a lot of things moving, and you may create bigger issues out of things than needs to be. It's like because maybe you're bored, you create these big happenings. Or when you feel certain things within that make you angry or that make you upset, instead of maybe turning to someone and talking to them and letting them know about all these emotions that you do feel, the root of where these emotions come from, I feel maybe you actually turn away from these people when they could actually give you something you need. They could actually give you an emotional support that you need. But instead of doing that, you almost create a situation in which you both end up losing. Or you both end up in a worse off place where you feel hurt. But yeah, I think you mean well. I know you mean well. But it's almost like I feel like you feel it's this job for you, or this you're meant to kind of, you're not meant to show your emotions. You're just kind of there. You feel like you're just there to be the teacher, or maybe you're a parent, or but you feel like you have to always go at it alone, or you can't let people in to how you're feeling, when that would actually be a much better outcome for you, because then people could see how you're feeling instead of just being like, oh my God, no one will understand. And then you end up creating a bigger issue out of something maybe small or insignificant. Yeah, it's almost like, it's almost it's not like tyrannical, but it's almost as though you create more hurt by trying to help people, like by liberating them, but only because you only point out the bad things. So maybe you only and I believe you do this to yourself at the deepest level, and that's why you do it to other people, but you almost, there's no emotion, there's no like emotional support behind it, and maybe you're not a great listener or something like that, but it's almost though you point out the things that are wrong instead of the thing that is good. And I think that might be a defense mechanism for you, because in your mind you're maybe like, oh, this is what they need, or this is what they need to hear. I'm doing them a favor by showing them this, or by telling them this, by telling myself this, by telling myself that you need to do better on this, that you shouldn't do this anymore, that, it's like, it's being like harsh. And that's actually coming from an insecurity within yourself. It's coming from like a fear of letting your deep emotions out, of actually getting to the bottom of why you feel the need to maybe be in control all the time, or why you feel the need to control certain situations, or control, people around you in a way. this is saying you'll find, instead of just being like, you should do this, and then you kind of leave, you're like, this is what's wrong, this is what you should do, and to yourself as well, that's going to create more upset than you just sitting down, looking eye to eye, being honest, being there, being present. It's seeing the good, seeing more of the good, more of being more playful, being more, like it says, innocence here, where like more childlike, where it's just, I'm just appreciating you. I'm appreciating you in this moment for who you are, and do that with yourself first and foremost. Appreciate all of the things that you are. Don't just focus on what's not right, what's going wrong, what you're not doing your best, what's not perfect. It's like, of course, those things, it's good to see those things, and it's good to always, improve on ourselves. But there comes a point where it's actually, you're in your detriment and it's holding you back. It's like you have a lot up to give, and you have a lot of emotions, and it's like you need to actually be vulnerable with yourself and with people. And it's okay to feel these positive emotions. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's like that's actually what's going to help you, because you're before the point where it goes too far. So you're still at the point before it gets to the Three of Swords, before it gets to heartbreak, before it gets to grief and true sadness. You're being given a chance here to recognize, you're smelling the smoke, right? It's like, recognize before you maybe burn down a bridge or you burn down a situation. Because you have great leadership qualities, but you have to be as encouraging as you are critical. And that is within yourself too. It's like, maybe it's like you have to tell yourself, yes, you can do it. You can do it. You are great. You have all the qualifications. You can do it. And you know what? If you don't, you can learn. And it's all good. It's possible, right? It's like, yes, say yes more, and be a little more soft, and a little more flowing, a little more opening to emotions and to love and to those people around you, and especially to yourself, right? Because otherwise we do become like this tyrannical, you could say, but just this like kind of harsh leader that no one feels truly comfortable around. And you'll end up isolating yourself. You'll end up pushing away a lot of people. You see him walking away, and she's just left like, oh, okay. Like, when this could be the situation here where it's like, oh, I have this beautiful friend, and I just love you so much, and I appreciate you, and thank you for doing that for me. It's switching from critiquing all the time to appreciating, and it's having that balance here. It needs to be more balanced. It's not to say to never critique or to never give positive, criticism, because sometimes, we, especially if people come to us, right, and they go, look, I need some advice. What am I doing wrong? And then it's like, okay, cool. You can totally, in that moment, be like, okay, this is what I noticed. Maybe you can try doing this. But if we're all critique and no appreciation, then that will drive away relationships from our lives, and that will make us stand alone. That will in turn, make us more lonely, and then maybe we just become this like, it's like, well, it's my way or the highway, and follow me or don't. And it's like, no, if you want people around, you can be that great leader, and you have that in you. You have that potential 100%. But we want to be like a fair and noble leader, one that actually listens and loves those who you can lead, right? You want to have people to lead. You don't want to just be this lone, kind of rogue leader that no one wants to follow, right? And you'll feel so much better. Like it'll make life so much more enjoyable for you. You'll get to really appreciate yourself in a new way, which will make you way happier, way more lighthearted. When you can switch from being so harsh on yourself to like, oh, this went wrong today. Oh, what happened here? Work just was terrible. Try switching your perspective to what went right that day. What did you love about that day? Even if it wasn't that particularly of a great day for you. It's going to start off, you have to start small. You have to start with the insignificant things and being appreciative for that. And you will see how quickly your life will begin to change. It will transform, and more things, bigger things will start to happen where it's like, whoa, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. That's amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have to, because it's not going to be this beautiful moment just comes out of nowhere and then we can change our mindset. Then we can change how we look at the world. No, you have to begin to change your mindset first. Being thankful for these little moments, these little gratitudes that happen. And it's not like it's not going to happen by force. It's going to happen subtly where it's like, oh my God, you see a butterfly or you see this bird and you hear its song. And you're just like, you know what? Thank you, God, so much. Or thank you, universe. Thank you. Thank you, bird. That was a beautiful song. Once you start doing those little things, more and more beautiful moments and events will start happening because the universe goes, oh, you like that? Okay, great. I'll send you more things that you're going to be grateful for. Instead of being like, well, this sucks and this, and it's like, that will never give you the outcome that you need. Or it's like, this didn't go right. And it's like, if I don't critique this, no one will know. Nothing will change if I don't point out what's wrong here. That's going to give you more of that energy of wrong, of not good enough. This isn't good enough. Okay, well, then we'll bring you more of what's not good enough. We'll bring you more disasters. Because you can't appreciate those things that we have given you, those relationships that are right in front of you. I'm turning away from it all. I'm walking away from it. I feel I'm focusing on this spilled cup. I'm focusing on what's not going right. And that's going to bring you more of what's not going right. You need more balance. You need to, it's not saying to ignore when things are not going wrong, right? Of course not, right? But we need to, instead of that being the majority, we need the majority to be, yes, thank you, appreciation. Thank you for doing the dishes for me today. I know you didn't have to do that, and I really appreciate it. Or thank you so much for opening that door for me. Or, that was so nice that person opened the door for me. That was so nice that they went out of their way to do that for me. Or at work, when there was extra towels, or there was, that person had such a warm smile and they smiled at me, and start smiling at people more, because it's like we get what we give, right? If you want more positivity, that's not going to happen by you pointing out what everything is that's wrong. That's not what's going to do it. It's like, maybe if I tell people enough that I don't like this, or that this is not going right, that will that will give them the motivation to change. Or to change that thing. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. We need to have positive reinforcement. So when people do things you like, say it. Thank them for it. Because then they'll keep doing the things that you like. Instead of ignoring all the things that they may have done right, or that you may have done right in that day. And then just pointing out what they missed, or what you missed, or what didn't go right in your day, right? That's coming from a place of lack and fear. That's fear of not having control. But guess what? You don't have control. The only thing you have control of is yourself, is your reactions to things, and the universe works in a way where it will bring you more of what you focus on. So if you're focused on all the negative, all the things that are going wrong, all the disasters, right? That's what's going to bring you more. And we need to switch on the beauty, on the small little beautiful moments. Oh my gosh. That was such a cute dog. Whatever it was. I'm going to go for a walk. Going out for a walk in nature is so good for that, because it's just getting some fresh air. And then you can look at green, look at trees, look at blue, the water, the river, whatever it is, those little things. Go after work, even if it's 20 minutes. Even if you just go sit on a bench and people watch, if you like to do that. And you can watch people and the little beautiful moments they have between each other, a child laughing or having fun. It's like, and then just letting your heart be grateful to witness. That, the more and more you do that, the more you're going to see your life is going to completely flip from being mostly dark, right? From maybe living in the dark or the negative, focusing on, the wrong. And then switching it, just switch it, instead of being like, oh, that person didn't pick up their dog poo, right? To be like, you know what, that is a really cute dog. And I don't blame them, because sometimes I forget my dog poop bags as well. Understanding a little more, right? We all do our very best. We all do our best. And and it's so easy to point out the wrong, right? But we get so much more out of life when we see the good in people and we see the good in ourselves. It's like, I do my best every day. I'm proud of myself. I've come so far. I've done so much. I've accomplished so much with so little. How did I do that? That's amazing. That is amazing. And you know what? I am grateful that I have a roof over my head. I am grateful that that I have a job, that I'm able to go for this walk today. I'm grateful I get to see water today. I'm grateful for these trees and to hear birds. Those little things, I know they can be every day, but that's what the switching is. It's the being grateful of the everyday, of the seemingly, maybe mundane, but it's like, but you can see the wonder. Look for the wonder. Focus on the wonder and the beauty more, the appreciation. Be more appreciative than you are critical. And especially with yourself. You know what? I got up today. I got up early today. And I'm going to treat myself. I look good, even if you don't. Okay, I don't like the term fake it till you make it, because I don't like it being fake, because it's not. But it's switching the way we speak to ourselves, right? Because if you just get up and be like, and you point out everything that's wrong with you, then that's what you're going to focus on, and you're going to see more and more of that. But if you switch it and go, you know what? I look beautiful today, even if I got up at 6 a.m. I look good, and I'm going to go to work, and I'm going to feel good. And maybe feeling good means, doing your hair. Whatever it is for you that makes you feel your best, do that, right? Do those little things that just put you in a better mood, and then appreciate little things about yourself and what you do. And it's just about switching. Even in the beginning, it feels awkward and it feels weird. And I'm not used to this, okay? It's like, you know what? My eyes are gorgeous, right? Or I'm going to put on an outfit that just makes me feel amazing. I'm going to buy myself or make myself a very healthy lunch just so I feel my best. And, or I'm going to do yoga. I'm going to get up and do yoga because I know I feel good when I do yoga. Then that's setting yourself up for a better day, for a day where your mind is in a better place. And then you have the Six of Swords, which means the more you balance this out, right? The more you incorporate more appreciation, more love, more gratitude, then you're going to start seeing how you're coming out of lack mentality, out of this devil. You're moving away from the fear. You're moving away from the lack, from having to fight, from having to, always being on, having to like feel like everything's a battle. You're going to be moving to more peace, more balance, more love, where it's like not everything has to be this dramatic disaster, or this like, we don't have to always fight and argue. Life doesn't have to be hard all the time. You don't always have to butt up against a wall. It can flow. It can feel like childlike innocence, like more fun. You need to invite more fun. Okay? More fun, less harshness, less criticism. Okay? I'm going to pull you a one last oracle card, and then we'll see one last message from Spirit. So let's get your oracle card here. Okay, so one oracle card for pile 1. Some positive messages for pile 1. As some encouragement on their road forward here. And you'll start seeing it starts so small. It's just these tiny little things. You know what? Instead of critiquing yourself in the morning or saying, what a hard day, be like, I had a really good connection. I had a really good conversation with that person in the lunchroom. Or, I walked by that person and they had such a sweet smile on their face and it made my day, right? It just takes that small of a change, of a shift, and being conscious. Start being a little more conscious when I know your first reaction is going to be, what's wrong here? So I want you to be present more when those come up, to just switch it to, instead of critiquing this, or instead of like putting myself down or pointing out what's wrong, I'm going to point out what I like. What I like and what I am appreciative that the universe, that God gave me. That I am healthy. That I have beautiful children. I have a beautiful partner. They love me. I love them. Okay. So you got 2. So you have Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Look at that. You are never alone. Look how much support you have. And I'm getting such a strong message here that whenever you're struggling with this, if you really struggle, like, talk to your guides, talk to your angels, talk to your passed on loved ones, your ancestors. They are there waiting, just waiting for you to call upon them. If you need a little extra help, a little extra encouragement, you can pray, right? Pray, guides, my angels, my loved ones, ancestors, please come down. Please give me more signs. Please give me the strength to look at life more positively, to be more appreciative. Please give me beautiful moments today where I can be more childlike, and I can be more light, and I can be more grateful. Show me signs, give me signs that I will be appreciative, that I know you're there. I want to change. I want to have more balance into my life. And when you do that, they will come. They are waiting, just waiting for your invitation. Any little, even if it seems small, insignificant, they will be there. Show me a sign. Give me a butterfly today and I'll know it's you. Right? and you have protection. Wow, you are very, very protected. This is important, okay? Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. So, this is something that you guys can do. Sit down, clear your mind, focus on your breath, cover yourself in a white light and a white shimmering golden light. Cut all energetic cords, okay? And I want you to call back your power back. So say, I call back my power. I call back all energy that I have given away, and I call it back to myself. I am cutting all energetic cords. Anything that is no longer meant for me or for my highest good, I cut it away. I let it go. And I invite all of my energy back to me. I invite love and light into my life, into my heart. I am eternally grateful and loving. And please show me more evidence of this in my everyday life. So be it. Okay? You are so protected and guided. You have so much, oh my gosh, your guides are so with you. You're never, never alone. And they want you to know this. They want you to know that you have a huge, huge backing with you at all times. And they are just waiting for your invitation to be let in. And they can show you. Just say, please show me the signs. Show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to hear. Cut the ties of the past. Cut the cords of what's no longer serving you. And allow yourself to move in a more peaceful direction. Okay? Okay. So, that is your reading, pile 1. Thank you so, so much for coming today. And I wish you guys nothing but the very best along your path. And I know it just takes small little changes, but it will be a big impact. It's really going to build up huge. And you'll see, if you do this, if you do try every day, find one thing to begin with. Find one thing on the first day that you are grateful for and keep that going. You will see how much your life will completely shift in weeks. It will be an immediate change. Your guides want you to see the evidence. They want you to know that this is a good thing you're doing, and so they will show you more and more things that provide this positive reinforcement for you. Okay? Okay, pile 1, thank you so much for coming today. I appreciate your energy, and I hope to see you on the next one. All of my love, you guys. Peace. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the selenite. And your card is the Samaritan. So it says light attributes refines your capacity to heal those you would prefer to ignore. Shadow attribute, exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. So this doesn't quite mean it's the exact shadow attribute, but it is giving us a good clue here, okay? Okay. So your first oracle card is resoluteness, determination, no compromises, unwavering focus, and resolve, integrity, a test of character, self-examination. Okay. Oops, sorry. Okay. Sorry if you can't see that fully. I might have to move things around here. And then you have Saturn in Scorpio with inheritance. Okay. You have the Two of Cups with friendliness. You have the Hierophant with no thingness. You have the Six of Cups, the Six of Water. You have the Five of Air, which is the Five of Swords. You have the Knight of Cups, and this is the in-between tarot, so it's in between the Knight of Cups and the Queen. So heading to the Queen. You have the Page of Cups, so the Page going to the Knight. Interesting. Okay, you have the Magician. And you have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take a deeper look at this and I will be right back with you. Okay, pile 2. What I'm seeing for you guys is that so the thing that blocks you, that's blocking the very thing that you desire, that you want in life, is actually coming from a place of you doing everything yourself. Okay? You not allowing people to help you. You, because you're very, very talented, you do many things, probably very well, and you're a very, I can tell, determined, focused individual, right? So I think you have a lot of skill, talent. You know, you, I believe, have created much in your life on your own. You could have been, if you're not a only child, you maybe have, you know, maybe this came from childhood. Maybe you played a lot by yourself. Maybe you didn't, you know, maybe for whatever reason you were alone a lot as a child, or you didn't get along with other children. But this led you to be extremely independent in what it is you do. And that has led you, you know, maybe you have gained a certain amount of success, right? I see, like, you definitely, but I feel there's been a wall built up to others. And the very thing that has brought you maybe so much success, or to the point where you are at now, is now the thing that is hindering you. Because it can make us bitter and untrusting, and just like, I can do it myself and I don't need anyone else. You see this figure, the Eight of Pentacles, talks about, you know, it's a card of working very hard and mastering something, but you can see he's very much like, you know, doing it himself. He doesn't need anyone here, but he has a sour look on his face, you know? It's like, yes, it's great to rely on ourselves and to build ourselves up to a point of being independently successful. But part of your path actually here is if you want to continue or if you want to succeed in this, in the rest of your, in the rest of this phase here, or if you want to get to the next phase, if you want to, acquire something, a manifestation, a desire, or get to a new level of life, that's going to require you to trust. Yes, see, that was a sign there. Trust someone else. You need to open yourself up to others. You need to, we have the Two of Cups here, and we have the Knight of Cups going to the Queen. You need to allow others in to help you. You can't do it all yourself. You have to allow others to help you out, to share the responsibilities, you have to be able to trust. It's like you can only create so far alone. That will only take you so far. But look at the beautiful color we can create together, right? We create this beautiful orange together. It's like it takes all of us. It takes not just you, and that's, that can only get you so far. It's a limited perspective. As talented and as powerful as you are, because you are. You can do many things alone. Look how many arms this figure has, right? I'm doing it all myself. And it's like, that is fantastic. You are so talented and you're so powerful, and that's beautiful. But there is a next level that you would like to reach. And life is about challenging ourselves. And it's like, you could say this is the next path. This is the next maze or the next challenge to get to. This is a unicorn in here. To get to the manifestation, to get to the desire, right? And so challenging ourselves is to let others in, to let the controls go a little bit, to ease up on the control, to allow someone in. So whether this is romantic or whether this is in business or in, whatever it is, you need to start sharing the responsibility with someone else, collaborating with someone else. It's like you have now you've taken yourself as far as you can get alone. But that, that only gives you such a small viewpoint of life, where when we let others in, it creates even more beautiful colors and experiences and rich, rich moments and things. It's like they will give us a different perspective on the thing and make it even better. And they have a gift. They have rich and very deep insights. They have a lot to give you here. They have a lot to offer. Yeah, they have a lot to offer you here. That's going to make whatever this is even better for you. But you have to allow them in. You have to let them help you. So, okay, let's say, because I'm looking at this here, right? This reminds me of a family. And whether you're the mom or you're the dad, it's like trying to do everything yourself, right? Doing the laundry, help, working with the kids, making dinner, doing all of these things, and then if our partner comes in to be like, hey, let me do this, we're like, no, I don't like the way you do it. Or no, you know what, I'll just do it because, I'm already, I'm already doing it, or, I'm already on it. I like the way I do it. You need to allow people to help you. Okay? Because that will just lead you to a more kind of lonely existence. You need to allow people, and even if let's say they don't you've come to a point in your relationship, right, where you've been doing everything and they're getting used to that. They'll get used to it, and then they won't even they won't even continue asking anymore because you've rejected their offers so many times. So they'll stop asking, and then you're going to build resentment. You're going to become resentful. Everyone's going to feel lonely because we need to help each other out. We need to come together, and everyone has their own strengths. Everyone has their things, and we need to allow people to make mistakes and to, grow and learn. It's like you can't do everything for everyone. That's just not possible. You'll grow resentment. That's just how it will be. You can't continue doing everything. You need to trust your child to, learn how to do their own laundry. Teach them, right? You could teach them. But then after that, let them do it themselves. Let them, cook something with you. Show them, allow them in to watch you do it instead of kicking everyone out of the kitchen, doing it yourself. Or if, let's say this is work, right? It's like people are maybe you have a group setting at work, or it's like you work on one aspect and then you could pass it along to someone else, but you don't. You just do it all yourself, and you're like, well, I do it best, or, I know how to do this, this, and this. And it's like, okay, that's great. And you are amazing and you can do so much, but you need to let other people show you that they can also do it and show themselves. That will make everyone so much happier. You and them. Everyone will get to bloom, to blossom. Everyone will feel like they're doing their part, and we're all helping each other. We're all pitching in, and we're all much happier because there's less stress on me that I'm carrying way too much, right, on my plate. I have way too much on my plate. So divide it up. You're a great leader. I think you know how to run things, right? So you need to delegate more. You need to give tasks to others to do because they're very capable. And by you not trusting them with that, it makes them feel like they're not good enough. They're not good enough to help you. They don't have the knowledge or the skill, or it's like all you need is the desire to help. You don't have to be good at it right away. All you need is the desire, and then you learn. You have to allow people to learn, to grow, and then you'll find, oh my gosh, this is a much better run business, or it's a much better run, real family. It's like we're all pitching in, we're all helping out, we're all much happier because we all have purpose here. We all have our purpose, we all have our role to play, and it's going to be so much more harmonious, right? So much more harmonious. So I know you can do it yourself, and I know you're very capable and you're very talented, but it is part of your journey. This is your challenge in this lifetime, is to give up some control, not do it all yourself, even though you can, right? Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, you need to allow others to show you they can do it too. And at first, it might feel weird because you're like, okay, wait, just have time. I don't have that much time, so I'm just going to do it. You need to chill a little bit, okay? There's lots of time. And let's say you have a kid. It's like show them how to do it. Teach them how to do it, right? I feel like you are the leader in some way. Show them, but then allow them to do it and allow them to mess up. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world if dinner takes 10 more minutes. It's not the end of the world if, things don't get done exactly when you want them to get done. It's not. You need to give people the benefit of the doubt. You need to give people some responsibilities for them to feel good, to feel purposeful, to feel like they're contributing as well. Otherwise, they're going to feel useless. They're going to feel not enough, not good enough, not skilled. Like, it's just, and then you feel resent because you're like, well, I do everything around here. It's like, yeah, but that's from your own doing, right? You need to take this challenge and you need to challenge yourself. And next time you just go to be like, I'm just going to do it, stop yourself and be like, you know what? Hey, would you mind cooking dinner tonight? Or would you mind? And you'll see people will be like, yeah, of course, no problem. Hey, would you mind taking this assignment at work? You know, I'm just swamped and I just need some help. Maybe you just need to even admit you need help, right? It's okay that we need assistance, that we need help, that we can't take it all on ourselves, right? And people are going to be they're going to be so willing to help you and actually so grateful that they can help you. It's like, yeah, oh my gosh, of course I can. What do you need me to do? Right? And your kids love helping, okay? And I'm sure this is just one example, whether you have kids, you don't have kids, but plug this in where it fits. But kids love to help. Whatever you have going on, whatever you need done, she'll be like, hey, you want to help me out? Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. Especially, I guess it depends on their age. When they're young, they love, but even as they're growing, they like to feel independent. It's like, okay, we're going to teach you how to do your own laundry today. Or we're going to teach you how to cook pasta, right? It's like, okay, cool, sweet, and then they get a little bit more independent and it's like, you don't want everyone depending on you for everything. Oh my gosh. Right? Okay. So that is your main message. So that is what is blocking you from growing or from getting to the place where you want, from getting the thing you want. Maybe this is from relationships around you, or it's from relationships at work, or, maybe you want a harmonious environment in whatever way, but it requires you to trust others more. That is your blockage here. That is what you need to work on, and that's what you need to do. Okay? This castle keeps pulling my eye. It's like it's building up this big castle where it's like, I created this castle and it's mine, and it's like, that's great. But a castle can be very lonely if it's just us, right? It's like, you can have all of the success or all the money in the world, but if it's not shared, then what good is it, right? We need to all come together as community and do our part and allow everyone to have a part in that. Okay. So let's get one last message from Spirit. Some encouraging words. Nice message before we go. Pile 2. Okay, thank you. Okay, so you have protection. So you are very protected. It says, call back your power. Cut the cords, soul retrieval. So this is very important for you. You need to cover yourself in white light, meditate. So sit down quietly, breathe deeply, calm your mind, and you need to call back your power. So you need to call back all of the energy that you've given out, all of the fractured energy. Say, I call back my energy to me. I cut the cords of any past or unwanted experiences, or maybe there's people who are who now have relied on you for things, and you need to cut those cords too. I'm changing this. I am cutting the cords. Anything that it does no longer serves me, I am cutting it off. Anyone who is if you have like, maybe you have like parasitical type relationships around you, and I'm not talking about like friends or family, because you need to trust those people, but there might be people who take advantage of the fact that you do everything, right? And you'll know those people. They'll be, they'll love that you like to do everything. They'll be like, yeah, you go. You need to cut the cords from those people and call your power back to yourself. I call back my power. I cut the cords. I cut any unwanted energy that is leeching itself to me. And I continue and I move forward in love and light. And I want you to call upon your guides whenever you need help, whenever you need assistance. And at the bottom of the deck, you have trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So what is that little feeling inside your gut, your intuition telling you, right? It's like you know deep down, you know what it is. You know what you need to do. So you need to, protect yourself, protect your energy from those who try to take it all the time. But you need to, by doing that, you need to not take on everything. And you need to allow others to help you. Allow others to assist you. Allow those, who are around you to work as well, to have tasks instead of taking them on yourself. And if people are taking advantage of you, I want you to cut those people off. Cut them off. You do not need that. You don't need any leeches, because it's going to drain your life force energy. And then you'll have no energy to do, put towards the things that you truly want. Okay? Okay, pile 2, that was your message. And I hope it resonated. I hope you got something out of this reading. And I thank you so, so much for coming today. I hope to see you on the next reading. And all of my love, you guys. Truly all of the best. Peace. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the Obsidian Pyramid and the card, the Beggar. So the light attributes is confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. Shadow attribute, dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. Okay. So that doesn't mean that's your exact shadow attribute, but that's just going to point us in the right direction here. Give us some hints. Okay, so your other oracle card, you have waiting, perseverance, take care of essentials, restraint, leave well enough alone, moderation, right timing. Okay. Then you have secrets with Venus in Scorpio. You have silence, which is the Star card. You have courage, which is strength. You have the Seven of Air, which is Seven of Swords. You have the Mother of Water, which is the Queen of Cups. You have the Devil, which is turning into the Tower. Interesting. There's like a glass case around this apple tree. It's like they're blocking it off. Okay. It's funny because after the Tower is the Star. And then you have the Two of Swords going into the Three of Swords. You have the Fool. And you have the King of Wands. Okay. Let me just take a deeper look here and I'll get right back to you. 1 second. Okay, pile 3. So, what's holding you guys back is your fear of, if I try, if I go do this thing, or if I attempt this thing, I don't know if it will be successful. I'm scared I'll fail. I'm scared I won't be successful. I'm scared I won't live up to the potential. I'm scared it won't happen for me. There is a deep sense of, and it's funny because the secret is you will succeed. So there could be double fear here, almost they go hand in hand. It's like, well, if I never try, I can never fail. But the thing is, it's like, if you try, you will succeed. And you might even have a fear of success here. So the idea of success might even be a deep-rooted fear for you. Where it's like, if I just stay in limbo, if I just stay comfortable, you know, nothing crazy is going to happen. Nothing crazy is going to... I'm just comfortable here. I don't have to do anything. You know, I have big dreams. I have big wishes and I want big things, but you have to be willing to go after them. You have to take action here. It's like, you can't just wait for the universe to bring you everything, or you've come to the point now where it is your move. You must take action. You must go after your dream. Okay? You must break this glass and grab the apple. The devil is keeping you comfortable, keeping you stuck, keeping you protected, keeping you from going out and doing it. The devil keeps us comfortable. Oh yeah. He doesn't want us to go out and achieve our dreams or to grow and do anything differently. Our fears want us to stay fearful. They want us to stay where we're at. They don't want us to go out and explore and become who we are always meant to become. This is telling you, if you can find the courage, if you can find the strength to take off the blindfold, to come out of indecision, to come out of the in-between, because the universe is saying, I've taken you as far as I can. I've done what my part is. I've done what I can do. Your part is next. This is where you are being tested, if you will. Are you going to take control of your life? Are you going to make the move? Are you going to go after your dream? Because it's sitting there. It's waiting for you to take action. It's sitting there. You can look at it all you want, you know. But the next step to the devil is the Tower, is breaking this glass. Breaking this glass, freeing yourself from this enslavement of not being able to touch or taste your desire, your manifestation, the dream job, the dream relationship. What is it do I need to do? I have a deep dream here. I have something that I dream about. I have something that I deeply, deeply want and desire. I want to experience it. I want to taste it. I want to touch it. Something I'm very, very passionate about. And the universe is saying, if you have the courage, like the Fool, to just take the step, to just go after it, even if you don't feel you're ready, even if you don't feel you have the knowledge, the wisdom, you could come up with a million things. Just go for it. Go for it. You will be so pleasantly surprised. You will bloom. You will achieve your dream. The universe is telling you that. If you act, you will achieve it. Okay? You will succeed at what it is you want to achieve or the thing that you want to acquire. You will. Okay? But it will require you taking a leap of faith. A leap of faith. Okay? You have to just go out and take the steps and go out and do it. You have to do that. That's now your part. That is now your job. What you must do, it requires both, right? The universe, it's a co-creation. They can only take us so far. They can set up the right environment, but you must take action. You must take the step towards it, right? I keep hearing hidden potential here, hidden potential. There is massive potential here, but you have to stop waiting. You have to stop waiting for the right time. And when I get to this point, or when this happens, then I'll go after it. No, it'll never be the right time. It'll never be the right place. It'll never be the right whatever. It's like, well, I just have to learn this much more. It's like, dude, you're ready. You'll learn on the way. You just have to go after it. You have to take the steps. You take whatever you have, right? Take whatever you have acquired so far, whatever knowledge you have gained so far. And all you need is the will and the desire to do it. That is all you need to take with you. The rest will come. You will learn as you go. You'll go quickly. And I promise you, you'll go quickly from, the Fool to just having the heart to want it into a full-blown King of Wands, into full-blown confidence, having the experience. It's like you're going to be amazed at how fast you grow here, at how fast you become a master, at how fast you become like the head of this thing, or how fast you meet the love of your life by putting yourself out there. But it takes this balance. It takes you taking charge of your emotions, putting aside your fears, putting aside all what could go wrong, what I haven't done yet, what, maybe this will happen and I'll be embarrassed, or, fill in the blanks. You have to control that. You have to put it aside, and you have to be vulnerable, and you have to just have the highest of hopes, right? You have to know that you are guided. You have to have the faith in yourself and in the universe that you will not fall, okay? The universe is telling you that. If you just make the first moves, if you just take the first steps and you go after it, you will not fall. You will surprise yourself. It will blow your mind at how quickly you will start to succeed and actually gain experience, gain wisdom, knowledge, gain the very thing that you want. Look at this. It's like this flower is blooming regardless of the circumstances, regardless of how hard it may seem, how intimidating it may seem in the beginning. You will bloom, you will blossom, regardless of what it seems like, regardless of if it seems like the hardest thing to do. I don't know how. I have a big dream here. I have a big dream. I don't know how I'm going to do it. And so because it seems intimidating at first, because it seems like a hard thing to accomplish, you stop yourself and you don't actually even take the first steps. You don't put yourself out there because it seems too difficult. And you don't believe in yourself or in the universe enough to believe that you will bloom, that you will achieve, that you will succeed, that you will get the thing you want. But I'm telling you, You just have to take the smallest steps towards it, and it will snowball, and you will be led straight to your desire, straight to your dream, and this will smash, and it will be like, why was I so scared of that? You built it up into this thing in your head. It's all subconscious. It's you having to overcome this fear of what could go wrong, or why it won't work, or why it's not the right time. It's never going to be the right time. Now is your time. I'm telling you, now is the time. Don't wait any longer. You need to go after it. Okay, you need to have the confidence, and don't worry. And even if you don't have just go as the fool, right? Go foolishly. Just go. Because the confidence will come. The confidence will build. Go in as just with a heart with good intentions. Okay, well, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to put myself out there. If I fail, it's okay, because I'm right back where I am. But if you succeed, and you take the chance, and you take the leap of faith, the universe is going to reward you for that. And you will see how quickly you are able to grow, to blossom, to come into relationships and people that will help you along your path. And you will just start, whoa, I can't believe it. I can't believe how quickly this is building, how much this is building, how much I'm more confident in myself and my abilities and what I do. Or if this is a relationship, it's like, wow, oh my God, I'm putting myself out there, right? And then you'll start meeting these people, and they're great people, and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I've hid myself away so long because I didn't think I was good enough. I didn't think I would meet the person who would accept me. But you know what? I'm going to put all that aside, all my fears aside, because for me, wanting a relationship with someone, I'm going to put myself out there because I want that. I want that for me. And I know there's someone out there. The universe loves me enough. God loves me enough to bring me someone who's going to appreciate me. And they will. They will. You have to put yourself out there. And you have to listen to those deep intuitive nudges that you're getting. You have to act upon them. You can't just, sit inside and wish and wish and wish. You have to take action on those wishes, on those desires. Because the universe has set up this good position for you. They've set up this perfect environment for you. And now it is your turn to act. It's your turn. Okay, so I want you to put your fears aside. Okay, even it's okay if you're scared. But I want you to act anyway. Even if you're scared, even if it terrifies you, to imagine yourself walking up to someone, putting yourself out there. Hey, what are you doing around here? You live around here? You single? If this means you walking into a business that you want to apply for, put yourself out there. Just do it. Even if you're terrified, just do it. Okay? It's not as scary as you imagine it to be in your head. Okay? The secret here is that it's going to be way better than you could have ever imagined, and that you're not going to fall on your face, and that it's going to be so beautiful, and you're going to gain so much out of it, and it's going to be so much more successful than you ever could imagine. And that's the exact opposite of what we were so scared about. Look, there is 6 people here, right? And you could say they are slaves to this man. This man's just one guy. These 6 people could overtake this guy, but they don't have the confidence to think that they could, because they have been programmed to think, I am just a slave. This guy has so much more power over me. We are just slaves. It's like, no, you are 6 men and that is one guy. It's like, if you guys just banded together and took this guy over, oh my God, you could, and that is the tower. That is that thing crumbling. It's the fear. It's the fear that keeps us stuck. It's the fear that keeps us from acting. It's the fear that keeps us from moving. When if we just, switch to be like, why are we so scared? What are we scared about? This is an imaginative glass house that if we threw one rock at it, it would crumble, right? If you take one step towards your dreams, your fears will crumble. The universe is going to show you, look, there was nothing to be scared of. You just have to do it, and we'll help you out, and we'll bring all the people you need. We'll bring these people that you have these great experiences with, blah blah blah. It's like you just need the courage to do it. That's the key here. That's what's stopping you. The fear. And the opposite of fear is love, is courage. You need to take the blindfold off. Stop just waiting. You need to act. Go for it. Go towards your dreams. Okay? Okay, pile 3, that is your message. You will achieve what it is you want. I promise you. And it's going to feel so, so good. It's going to feel like it's raining in the desert. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I waited this long to just do this. And I just, I can't believe I was imagining it going so badly when it went so well. And now I'm on the path that I've always dreamed of. I'm doing the thing I've always wanted to do, or I'm with the person I've always wanted. And I can't believe it took me so long. Right? Okay, you guys, let's get you guys one last message here from Spirit. Some encouragement or some advice. You guys got this. I know you can do this. It's imaginary. It's not real, your fear. It's just you trying to, it's the lower parts of ourselves trying to keep us comfortable, trying to keep us from achieving what we truly desire and deserve, our true potential here. Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. And I think you need to do this with yourself. You need to uplift yourself, and maybe that's part of your path. That's part of your purpose here on earth, is to uplift humanity. But guess what? It starts with you. It starts with you. And you have a double mission here. And I believe that's what it is. It's you need to uplift yourself. You need to go after what you want first before you can tell other people that they can do the same, or that you can show them that they can do the same, right? Because otherwise it's like, well, I can't tell anyone else to do this thing because I'm not doing it, right? Then it's just hypocritical. I'm still scared. I can't tell people to have courage and to go after their dreams if I'm, still afraid to actually take action on mine, right? Okay, pile 3, that was your reading. What a beautiful reading. And I really, you have nothing to lose here. You really don't. You have everything to gain, and you're going to gain so much. I promise you. You're going to be so glad you did. Just take the smallest step. Take the one step. Go into the business. Go up to the person, What's the worst that could happen, truly? I mean, I know you've thought of the worst that can happen, right? You got that down, but what about the best thing that could happen? What's the best outcome that could happen? That's what you need to focus on, and that's what's going to happen, right? You have to believe that. Believe in yourself. Believe in the best. Believe in the most blessed outcome here. That is true. That is much closer to the truth than any fear you have, any worst case scenario that you can come up with. You're going to be so happy, so grateful that you did this, and you're going to you're going to grow in such a huge way from just you having the courage to do this. It's like, wow, I showed myself how brave I can be. How, like, who am I? You know, like, I'm going to grow so much from this. You're going to grow emotionally from this experience, from doing this in such a huge way. You're going to gain so much emotionally, but also you're going to be, like, in control and really steering the ship of your life. Like, you're going to be so impressed by who you've become in such a short amount of time. By all you had to do was just begin. Just start. It's like jumping from, like, just, you know, beginner or just starting. Okay, I'm going to put myself out there, vulnerable, to be like, I'm the boss at this shit. Like, hey, you want to go out? You know, and then you become, you know, it's just like, you just become this super confident, like, knowing who you are, knowing what you want, going after. It's like, this will begin such a new path for you where you'll be able to achieve every other thing so much more easier because you just did this thing. It's crazy. Don't be afraid of your potential. This is you're going to be much happier. It's going to make life a lot more interesting, a lot more exciting, and a lot more emotionally fulfilling for you. Okay? You got to rise to the occasion here. You got to lift yourself up, and you got to go for it. And then, you know, help others do the same. That's it. Okay, pile 3, you got this, you guys. You guys are going to do so well, and I love it. And I love you guys. And you're the best, and you're going to become, oh my gosh, like, you're going to evolve into such a new level of who you are that you won't even recognize yourself. And I feel it's going to come very quickly as well. Okay? So thank you so, so much for coming to your reading today. I wish you guys nothing but the best along your path and your journey. And I hope to see you on the next reading. All right, guys? All of my love. Peace.